Good morning, Kofi.
Number say.
Onyame gusu me now so.
The same grace. The free. Second data card ade withdraw azero. On one that's kita.
Onyame.
Okita akua grace.
Obonsam kra nim so onyame.
Oh yeah.
Obonsam no wonim. Ogitum so onyame.
I say already onya do ho che no na ogitum wo akomem.
Sure.
Say he is your source of life, strength, knowledge, and everything.
You are good to go.
You are fine. You don't need to worry too much.
Sure.
Again, just develop a relationship with him. Don't only go there when you are in tough times.
Adiaba come the poor
and be grateful.
Sure.
I think it's Adiaba when you're and there's a little trick. They say, they be at the radiasi.
Sure.
If not for nothing, just say thank you, God. It makes a lot of difference.
I thought that umpire but man yet Thanksgiving.
Crowd be saying radio crow. Dodge.
Ti udi dana say. Onim die here.
Exactly.
Obeyama.
Yeah.
We also on pa. Thank you.
Boys in Israel with you.
Ombesre. Ombesre. Eza me minimi nyame. Wana nese no ya. Andy.
Boys they say, "Hey, I don't pay there." Ana who problem who be if you are the one.
Apart from nyame minimi bia. Minim bosom so me sa bia no me call background na me yare
obeyare okay
me dem na nyame
o dey Jesus
okay on dem nam entini ese ohyira obi ntimi nnome odome nso obi ntimi hira and is dey and dey ase na me kan dey ase
boys ne say so free Benin e ba e
obi a ko Benin na dey obi a dey bi ko Benin ya fere usu nyame obi a dey nyame na dey bi ko Benin
ko fi Benin mi ko ba ese ma nyame
it is your sagra
fence kra me nya me ba na me de ho ma urade mi go Benin
na mo the Champions League games for
okay
now and now did you believe what you were seeing first off in Bodo
ba Pep on City abo oh no
and so do Pep e do no Pafos official at Chelsea be sero we dey red card no road movie 3-1
Bodo Glimt me go finam say dey am the ball beto City net and there them say obvious
yeah
but for them to score 2-0 and Sakra red card nearby
yeah
3-1 oh David
I don't know for some feeling minimum say dey Bodo so ehye Bodo games they over 2.5 1.5 in fact one of the things that I'm very much sure is when Bodo are playing they over 2.5 will come so most of my predictions and my picks in the best coding were either team to win over 1.5 but again just like you I was surprised but it's City for starting lineup no imomre and one who the two center backs no Abdulkader Kusunov the senior center back of the two Kusunov Guardiola Ruben Diaz John Stones Akanjiko out on loan Nathan Ake each of all the depth at center back at City one it was Abdulkader Kusunov I told the last year January exactly 1 year and then the senior center back in the team so it's part of the issues at Joseph Guardiola in the team but in Fifi UCL was the same Tijani Reinders Phil Foden second half Abati Ryan Check starting it was a good City team Rich I like the fact that both of them were confident and they were brave so they don't sit off and allow you to play the game and I like the confidence from City by the first half 2-0 Erling Haaland had come back to Nhyira in Norway hoping that he is still going to be the big boy but no it was a branch friend Hodge when I read the big boy in the night and got a job after the game Haaland said it's embarrassing and truly it is because so Champions League table no, what it means and it offers a huge opportunity to two clubs Chelsea and Barcelona they go above City City table so it means that City that 7th ultimately cost somewhere around 13 points also with them because also Chelsea and Barcelona plus 3 goals but then 10 points or 13 Chelsea were plus 5 goals or 10 points. Even Newcastle same.
Okay.
And all of these 3 clubs, near to Manchester City, provides them a huge opportunity to go into the top 8. Pep say, I know how good a team they are. I didn't underestimate them. They qualified for the semi-final last season of the Europa League. Fresh in mind, we had some injuries and an important one. I said it. We fought 10v11. The injuries were huge. But yes, Pep so City average. So we'll see him pardon Thomas Frank for injuries. They are Pep the end of rich. Centre backs will be anyhow. Maybe that's why he has quickly gone for Maggie. But the centre backs are not there. Antonio Conte could not win, and I was very certain that Enyadu beat him away at Copenhagen. He couldn't go and do the job. And also Antonio Conte record which 17 wins, 16 draws, and then 16 losses in the Champions League record. No, any. He has almost the same number of wins and then losses our Champions League, and Antonio Conte is in a very, very bad place. Which yesterday both of us spoke about how it's important to give Vinicius Junior love, and I was not surprised when Vinicius go no, Oko Avera Beloa Oko again. I was not surprised. Which all of us have different ways with which we approach life, especially from the emotional point of view. It is clear that Vinny is an emotional person. It may be his weakness, but he didn't grow up in the same environment as Kylian. Maybe Kylian, more of the ideal and optimal one who here to be at the top level and be successful. But Vinny had a different upbringing. It's important, says your coach. The undenying talent of Vinny Woro, you'll be able to manage his downside, which is his emotional side of the game. And in the last few games, since Alvaro Arbeloa has come in, he seemed to have focused much more on that. And it looks like it is yielding results for our brand friend of Vinny Jr. And then now, I saw this image, I was excited. He went straight to the coach Alvaro Arbeloa to say thank you to him. And Vinny Jr. was the man of the match. It was supposed to be a difficult game, but it will feel against Monaco 6-1 to team a friend of football club Real Madrid. What it means is that Kylian and Mbappé are the highest goal scorer this season. Our Champions League with Erling Haaland, Victor Osimhen, and our brand friend Anthony Gordon. And in the history of Champions League, per Real Madrid, our brand friend Kylian Mbappé, 17 goals as of this season is a very, very good return for him. Vinny Jr. Emma 2 assists and the share to go in a very, very good one for them. Which when you say in the Champions League, Madrid had a Barca so. Sebastian said they're 13 points. Barca, Madrid are 2 points of them. League, they were closing it to 1 point.
Okay.
Mr. The deciding time of the league hasn't gotten. Don't you Barca and don't get ahead of yourself. If you don't take care, they begin to get confidence. And a very Abelu and Emmanuel and Etimi take shape. Rich things will happen. And now you call a report to go and do a little familiarization with boys national game. Now boys never across more can say Madrid manager Biaba or play or pass the ball, man. I'm saying Ancelotti first time now pass to Ronaldo. It would maybe not pass to Benzema. And very below I say a pass to Vini.
Okay.
It's say Fadia the pass to Vini will get the results. Mikel Arteta did it as we expected. What a team.
3-1.
Yeah.
I don't catch it all.
Easy.
As a team, they are complete move. It's a complete team.
Osanso rest squad no.
You said their season, no team in competed.
Yeah.
Ediumbenya 1 or 2.
Oh, Champions League,
especially in the league.
League, you almost lose, I think, 2 matches already. Yeah.
But in the Champions League, unbeaten. And we and I knew. Said they are.
And it means that now they can't finish. They can't finish below second. They will be the first and a second. And you cannot be the second. Our Champions League. And that's a very good one for them. And now, Gabriel Jesus, my branch friend Bukayo Saka, they were fantastic for Arsenal. And congratulations to them. It was big record for team my friend Arsenal. Another upset was in Sporting when Paris Saint-Germain could lose by 2-1. Ruben Amorim Kuri, I say, I'm in the crowd. They're still delivering. Yeah.
That's all in fact.
Home record, I'm beating with you. Any Kirata Matthew, I'm Marseille, Club Brugge, and also PSG. So at home, they seem to be doing a very good job in that regard. And there's 9 more games to go. Our Champions League game that will preview for you. And the very first I want to touch on is going to be in Marseille in the north of France and Liverpool in corner. Which say what share Roberto Di Zerbi need to do about the games now. Say who share no Bodo match even as also Bodo were confident. I expect that from Roberto. Obebi Mwabo. He won't set off and come and say, oh, Liverpool never Debbie.
Say who no Brighton.
Yes, against Paris Saint-Germain and whoever, or no Bebo Bono. And that's what I'm expecting from Roberto Di Zerbi. And if you listen to him, I'll say it's more exciting. We get to play more teams and it's open until the last minute. It's more difficult and more energy intensive. There is more interest. That is what our branch friend Roberto Di Zerbi Eka. What it means that Anna Slot is going there. Which Liverpool should be very careful in this game. It is either they win this game comfortably or they get battered by Marseille for. I mean, that's good.
But Liverpool's only one funny thing I want more.
There we
League no more struggle.
Yeah.
But in the Champions League,
they are playing well. Yeah.
Because also almost more experience at the Champions League.
Yeah. The only thing is that, Rich, in the last 3 games, Liverpool are in the Champions League. You know, when they are playing against teams that are more too focused on possession, results. No. But if it's about being focused on possession, team should be many on mobile. That is where Liverpool manage to struggle. Usually, at that point in time, Liverpool for a struggle. They struggle a lot to get that job. And the last time it was against PSV Eindhoven. So the cast I nominally PSV for ball lose game no by 3-1. I'm expecting that this game still should be open, but then as a Liverpool for a winning match, you know, just so. It gives them all the confidence that I'm here to go into it. And then I'm expecting Mason Greenwood to score as many time goal scorer to get a branch friend Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. It should be an either team to win and over 1.5. The starting lineup for Liverpool: Gomez, Virgil van Dijk, Milos Kekes, Frimpong, Ryan Gravenberch, Alex McAllister, Curtis Jones, Fran Viet, who is in from a branch friend Domenico Szoboszlai, and Hugo Ekitike in that order for the teams at home with Liverpool. Barca have a huge opportunity that they can't miss, Rich. And they are going away to Prague in Czech Republic to go and play against Spartak Prague. You see, Barca lost against Real Sociedad. All of the teams that Barca have lost to in this season, teams almost are more confident to play with them. And if they're able to outscore Barca, it happened against Sociedad. The only difference is that Barca were able to outscore Sociedad were able to outscore Barcelona. Chelsea same. But Spartak Prague need team will be opponent able. Or you're more defensive, they'll shut up shop. So I feel like although it's away from home, it's going to be an easier game for Barcelona. Barca will have large of the possession. They will Pedri and Frankie de Jong will have more time on the ball. They will recycle it most of the times, and then they will pull the strings. You allow Barca that time and they hurt you. Almost that time now they will hurt you. The only downside is the fact say all of the games that Barca have lost in the last 15, 16 games or so, both in the league and the Champions League, one determinant, it is the absence of Rafinha. So Rafinha started match and Barca lose. This weekend it happened against Sociedad. Rafinha did not start, they lost. The last time in the Champions League against Chelsea, he didn't start, they lost. All of the games that Rafinha started, they go on to go and win or at least get a draw. But Rafinha and Nhyira, then they are getting close to either losing or getting a draw. And then the possible starting lineup, because Rafinha was out over the weekend, some outlets are saying that Rafinha will be in. Some are saying that Rafinha is not going to be in. It's called for Team Friend Football Club Barcelona. But I'm expecting, say, regardless, with or without a branch friend Rafinha, Barca should be able to get a job done away in Prague and do the job. Another team, Rich, they can't afford to drop points. Hey, Liam Wilson and the boys now. I will fear against Pafos. What do you mean? I've heard the conversation around Jeremy Jacquet. To be very honest, Jacquet is a different player than Maguire. Maguire, a better Premier League experience with Chelsea Academy and all of that. But I think the situations with which in Chelsea and Kwankoye deal with Jeremy Jacquet are clear. Maguire is a player last season. He was this close to going to Liverpool. Refi. He was right there. Liverpool phone, there is a tendency of Ibrahima Konate leaving. Why did Liverpool finalize that? Man City has given the boy from 50,000 to 300,000. Chelsea phone have been clear with how much they want to pay for their players. So they can't pay that amount of money for him. Again, he fits when there is a CCB.
So Momo Diana a matter of emergencies ask na City for them Mbutia.
Chelsea uncle no any so Muniska also and I mean the two reasons I think they didn't go close to Jeremy Abrante friend Maguire. One only CCB near Chelsea penny Coro Obianubi. Obetima the lead, Obetima ball passes line. He is not that kind of player. City already have star players no. Into Onoko count to be a defender of the box. So that is probably the reason why Chelsea is not going for Jeremy Jacquet, but for Maguire, a top player. Every team would want to have him. Barca for here left-sided centre back. Omo krampo den ka free will be bo omo kra kwa Chelsea. Ka 20 million is ka fala ka Barca ankofa. But wage is 300,000. Barca intimidate. So they didn't go there. These things are important in the grand scheme of things when it comes to getting in there. But and then whether jacket or Maggie, it's important say Chelsea be against Pafos.
Okay.
Because in Chelsea share against Karabaga. By this time Kokra. In automatic qualification kwenya, but they didn't get it. Liam Rossinier seems to like the fact that in games in Kitty say the players remember with more energy and physicality to get a job done. The last time I was telling you that tactically, I'm beginning to see the slight difference from how Enzo Maresca wants to play and he wants to play. Usually it's in the center of the pitch. A lot of rotations on the midfielders, no? A lot of combination play, a lot of exchanges in between the lines, and maybe will be able to play forward and get the result from there. And now he was able to announce about 3 to 4 good news. It was Esteval Willian back. The Chelsea phone report last week said there was a flu. Our camp at Chelsea 4 players in Bebre out. Esteval is back. Liam Delap, you're back. Gittins, you're back. Malo Gusto also, you're back in training. Cole Palmer is also back in training. Now, Unimadia.
And then also they are more dressing room more congested no. And if few players ni be nyam.
Nah, this is say congested.
Oh, congested.
Say congested.
Yes, it do maybe I say use mic.
Use
mo watch the mo to the American. Hey, God, the it team greatly. It two players are no more dressing room.
It is. Is it the case now?
Yes, coach ni kasa no atem. Mo watch the mo to American.
Is it the case now?
Oh, that's all I'm going.
Is it the case now? Okay, what's that?
The Estava way back. Now the flu na kwa dey. Mo make sure say ko.
Doctors for no honest sports science for no more.
Because
omo do check it to see
the players na mo can na mbenya bi. Ya meze bedroom na mo ntimi ready team am bo game.
Na nye say wo ka bi ma Thomas Frank. Nti ka bi wo mo say you go to obe prepare. Ti bi am which that who is there now? Axel de Sassi in the first training for Chelsea with the senior team.
No.
Yeah. Liam Rossinier is on a clean slate for everybody.
Okay.
I say Enzo Maresca na ama na Mobia. Liam Rossinier wants to see him. On your match fit, but he wants to see him. Tosinepra.
Okay.
So today we're expecting a possible lineup of Mark Cucurella, Wesley Fofana, Chalobah, Reece James, Enzo Fernandez, Caicedo, Neto, Palmer, Garnacho, and our brand friend Joao Pedro. Ewofi. For me, there isn't too much to be said about this. It's a game Chelsea has to win against Pafos, a must-win game. And I think because of the rotation, so many will FIFA and almost everybody back now. Chelsea should be able to win that game. And then finally, Galatasaray bet Nefi Eddie training team, my friend Atletico de Madrid, and of course Victor Osimhen back with the team. And Atletico de Madrid in the Champions League have been good power. And Galatasaray results now have been wishy-washy kakra. Yes, the fact that Galatasaray for know that they are at the brink and they need to be able to win some match, probably give them extra motivation. But Atletico Madrid are stubborn when they go away from home in the Champions League. I'm expecting a double chance at the very least for team my friend Atletico de Madrid. So for me, these are the games now. Main family coach no Entuja and yet Man City crampon a breaking heart to Paris Saint-Germain. For the Man City, we expected it. But for some reason,
Luis Enrique is or Sapao.
And it's which, but it happens. I didn't know coach used to one match. One match,
and you win one match. This isn't checking the result.
Oh, Champions League. That's a French league and all that sort.
That's a French league in the area.
And on your match.
All the Umbeja.
Barrett in the Champions
League in the friendly wine.
Barrett say in the Champions League, what matters is say who qualify for knockout stage. Because Ubo Boni now Hana.
Ebian last year.
Yeah.
And Yamakui this year Unyanza. But they were fortunate last year.
Oh,
you was at the point now communal qualification cry.
No, but when you say but when you say fortunate,
oh, we are no me fortunate.
Just fortunate.
Aye, only fortunate.
Maybe I'm picky at the right time.
I'm picky. When this season Mombo Bonzia playoff you be you.
Now my analysis in Yambo United deal.
Hey, coffee make crowd kind. Who's that Champions League amubo yemo binti amunya de. Oh ampo. Manchester United yemo Champions League amunya de.
Mubenenye de Champions League ka yes na. Carry yebo Champions League go na 21. Coach is akese na touchline. And Liam Rossinier be born the first match of Champions League. Na Michael Carrick. Masa, a big boys never Champions League no. Okay. And then the coach Amedema what he for any first one a BW 34 BW3428218. Second one BW342807A6. Third one BW3427E9AE. Then the last one is BW3427D5CA. Ubenya on all the social media handles, Fifi Manfred.
Okay.
Okwa, good luck to everybody.
Thank you, Kofi. That's it. Yento adwumadi ne so mfama mo insurance 4.5 afei na wodo afidie no ato a we the midweek edition of Nhyira Digital Passports and